It's finally time for 3.4 with Stargate Hellraiser. Now, before I begin, let's get a couple of things out of the way. Number one, they were very early in actually giving us the full patch notes release for 3.4 upon the maintenance this morning. So I do have the full patch notes release. And I'm going to talk about, basically it's going to be eye levels and one major change with the duty finder that might be something that that a lot of the get-gooders are really going to like. And I'll talk about that in just a second. Also, I'm going to make the videos. You know, if I complete, Zelvatol, Great Google, etc., I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save the videos, I'm going to make the videos. I just don't know when I'm going to upload them. Because again, there are circumstances I don't need to talk about, that I'm not the only person that's on all this. So basically, to back up these three videos for my 3.4 discussion, what about a week ago, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, maybe upwards of 10 days, bumped into one person that was looking to share a Dragonskin map and had the party finder up and all that kind of stuff, and we just began to get a few more people together. We actually got 5 people together, so that's going to back everything up. But basically, the 3.4, as of when I make the video, we are about 7 hours toward restart. But, again, it could be Thursday before I get some of these uploaded, and I'm not going to lie to you. But the fact of the matter is, you may think I'm a piece of shit, but I'm not. At least in my mind, I'm not going to try to bullshit you. Anyway, what we've got with 3.4. First off, one of the things I talked about when I did my 240 video, my Anima 240 video, confirmed in the patch notes. Regular Alexander gear's 250. Scripture gear, I almost said lore gear, but it's the tome gear. But Scripture gear is 260, and of course for the Savage players, the augmented Scripture is 270, and the weapon for A12 Savage is 275. Now, one of the things I immediately noticed when I read the original patch notes is, we got a friend. Ours disappears. But anyway, one of the things I noticed immediately upon reading the patch notes is, number one, and I'm going to get to the new thing about the duty finder. That's the big thing I think the get-gooders are going to like. But I'm going to get to that in a second. But, there's a point here I'm trying to make about some of this. First off, the MSQ stuff, and I believe also, I'm going to double check here on the other stuff, but there is, just kind of get a quick look to see if the other stuff is what I think it is, but I'll have to double check here. But basically the MSQ stuff is 220. Okay? The MSQ and Sophia regular, basically the 3.4 gear, or the 3.4 stuff, is 220. If you are not either a very high level crafting situation, or you're basically a tome player, you're capped at 239 right now. That's going to be very interesting as we head into 3.4 4, because not only that, wait, do we get to go forward? Oh, of course, they just give us the first one. Well, not really, we could lose it, but in this case they just gave us. You'll see some fun stuff later on. But anyway, A9 is 230. A9 is 230. And I believe, I'm not 100% certain because I don't play with the ultra high crafted gear and the, but you basically need to have A8S on farm for months to do A9 Savage, because for Savage, this is, basically, Savage, A9 Savage is 245, A10 Savage is 250, and A11 and 12 Savage is 255. They're saying rando's out. Rando's out. We don't need you in Savage, which of course makes perfect sense. They may want to get an actual idea of just how many or few people they actually have in their community for raiding, for Savage, for a lot of this before they make the final decisions regarding 4.0. But basically, there is one important caveat, and it is a big, it may be the biggest change in the entire, it may in fact be the biggest change in the entire patch. If you go in on a duty finder with a full group, basically, if you have the requisite numbers of people. Oh, by the way, there is one little trick in Savage. You must take 8 players with 8 different jobs. That, I don't know if that was a requirement in the first 2 rounds of Savage, but it is a requirement here. Basically, they're saying rando's out. They really are. So basically, 245, 220 for the MSQ, 230 for Alexander's story mode. That's only 9 levels pretty much to your cap. And then 245, 250, 255. Elysium's not clearing this for several weeks, I don't think, unless there's some sort of a situation here regarding that I don't know about eye levels. But the thing of it is, and I know I've tap danced. Oh, hang on, I got to tap dance one more thing because we're about to check this for round 2. Oh, wait, no, oh God, no, I'm already done. It's Rainbow Jesus! And we go through, yes, the old phenomenon of Rainbow Jesus, that last gasp. And this was a really fun Aquapolis run, as you'll see. But basically, to get back, if you go in to a duty finder with a full group to the duty, you need no longer abide by the eye level restriction. You do not, at that point, need to meet these numbers. Now, these numbers might be representative of the difficulty, though, so that might be one thing that's going to be very important to gander over. But the fact of the matter is, I've always said that one of the main ways, I've always said to myself, I don't know if I ever put it in any of these videos, but if you really want people to have to get good, you've got to get rid of the duty finder. This may be the first step to get rid of the eye level requirements for a full group, and to set the eye level requirements so high, if you're basically dutying your way through it, that you're basically unable to do the content at all. Because pretty much, if you are not in a static, you're not doing a A9S at all in any circumstance. You basically have to have AAS on farm to get the requisite eye level you're going to need to start A9S without a static here. But on the flip side, Square Enix is definitely telling people rando's out. We don't need the random players mucking up the situation. We need to see how many people are actually doing this stuff. Because as I've said before, and I think it's one of the reasons that Get Good is dead, there are shockingly few people that are doing content. And it's not going to improve with some of the eye level restrictions that are going to be, I mean, again, anything in 3.4, Great Global Hard, Xylitol, Sophia regular mode is going to take 220. And if you aren't in some sort of a static, etc., you're going to be capped at 239. That's 240 weapon, 240 everything, except because of the rings, you basically have to be one less, because you can't have two of the same augmented ring, because the rings are technically unique. I think that's a mistake they've made on a big level. I think they need to give you the opportunity to have two of those rings so that you can go fully to 240 or to whatever the cap is. But, you know, this is not going to be an easy start for a lot of players as we get ready for 3.4. Now, of course, again, as I said, it may be several days before you see this. I don't know what the circumstances are going to be in that regard. We'll deal with it when it comes. But basically, that's the first thing I saw in this patch, was basically how tight to the rank and file ultimate eye level cap a lot of this is. I mean, I would have to go back and check, and may do that someday. Got several to record and at least get on my horse on to get ready to that, and then I gotta download the update once we get that far. But the bottom line is, this is an extremely two extremely interesting decisions. Number one, even A9, you're talking, make story mode easy. It's not going to be easy to get people much past 240. You could even see A12 story mode. Soul of the Creator, clearing, Alexander completely on story mode be a bit of a world first. Mainly because of the fact that the barrier to entry is going to be effectively a lore gear setup. And that's your bare minimum. And you're not going to be able to do much in there with a bare lore gear setup. You are pretty much going to have to be augmented lore and either a 240 anima, and there is no further anima here in 3.4, or the other. So anyway, with the end of round 3 of this, wait, oh, don't look at the time, don't look at the time, oh no, wait, Rainbow Jesus, yes, yep, 2 in a row. So anyway, that's going to do it for my discussion on this part of the patch. I have a lot more I want to look at here in the next couple of videos, and we'll do that soon with Starcade Hellraiser.